So I wanted to just ask you to start off with how's this year been for you? This crazy year.
Well, for all the musicians, it's been quite hard because you cannot play live. So I couldn't play live. I couldn't do my tour for the release, of my EP. So I had my EP All That I Need released, but I couldn't play live. So everything has been, postponed. But in the meantime, I recorded new songs. I'm still working on them, and I finished my video. So my last video, which is Images of Death. So it was great, from this point of view, because I had more time to work on my sound and also, to plan things.
Yeah.
For sure, it's been hard because as an artist, I want to play, I need to play live. I need to see the audience. I need to perform.
Do you feel like it's kind of changed the way that you make your music, or is it fed into your music in any way, do you think?
I don't think so. I don't think the way I play it would be influenced, by what happens outside, because I love music. I love what I do. So I don't think this will change. Even if the music industry has changed and things have been different this year.
So going way back now, what first got you interested in music, and what were your first kind of musical loves?
When I was a child, my grandfather used to listen to classical music. So I think that's how I discovered music, because he was listening to old vinyls and lots of Italian songs and classical music. So that's probably how I fell in love with music. Then I was singing in a choir. I started singing in a choir when I was 8. And then a friend introduced me to rock music when I was 16. And then I started collecting CDs and vinyls and going to concerts. And then it just happened. I started singing, and I wanted to become like a singer. I knew that I wanted to be a singer, but I didn't know that I wanted to write songs. I didn't know that I wanted to compose songs.
And you're classically trained, aren't you?
Yes.
So what was that like, and how did that kind of fit in with your musical development and your development as a songwriter?
Well, they seems to be different things. Like they are completely different from each other, but they are not. I think that studying at the conservatory helped me because teachers taught me what is self-discipline and what it means, to aim to perfection, which is good from one side. The other side is not really good because you can become really obsessive. But it was also very competitive. Like the expectation was like very high. Yeah. So I didn't like the fact that I wasn't able to express my creativity. That we were more like taught how to be a performer and not how to create. So when I finished my studies, I was finally able to create and just discover what I wanted to do.
Yeah. And was that when the kind of gothic dark wave music that you make, did it emerge then, or was it more of a gradual
No,
discovery?
It was more gradually.
Yeah.
Happens like gradually. Yeah, I started writing songs with my guitar, so they were acoustic songs. I think I started be like more in electronic and dark gothic music when I came to UK. So that's where I found like the music scene, because in Italy there is no electronic or dark wave music scene. So even though I liked artists like Depeche Mode and David Bowie and and electronic music, I couldn't find other musicians or other or places where to listen to this music there. But when I came here, I finally found like a scene which inspired me.
Yeah.
So that's how I started, like, finally writing songs with all the instruments and yeah. But I remember that I bought my synthesizer in Italy, so it was like something that happened gradually. So I was making electronic music even before coming here. But when I came here, it was like more inspiring. Especially when I went to London, it was really inspiring for me. All the dark and places and haunted cemeteries.
Wow. Tell me about your kind of creative process, because you do everything yourself, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's the starting point usually for you?
The starting point, sometimes I start with lyrics. So I have I have lyrics and I start from there and starting creating a melody with the synthesizer, and then I sing. Other times I start composing with the synthesizer and then I write the lyrics. So it just depends on the moment.
Yeah.
That's how it happens. And then I gradually add instruments. It's not like that I do everything at the same time. I have to listen to the song again and again, and then I understand what it works and what it doesn't work.
Is it almost like the song sort of tells you what it needs, in a sense, when you're listening to what you're doing?
Probably. Yes, probably. When I listen to the song again and again, then I understand what kind of sound I want.
So the new single, Images of Death, can you tell me about that and what the starting point for that is, and what is it about?
I started playing the keyboard, and I wrote a melody, but I already had the lyrics. And then I wrote, I composed also the strings, and I did the orchestration. And the song is dedicated to my mother.
Right.
So the lyrics are for my mother.
Yeah.
And I think it's the first song that I wrote for her.
Right.
Yes, the first song. So it's very authentic.
Yeah.
It's a very authentic song.
Yeah.
There are no, in the video there are elements of witchcraft and black magic, and there is lots of the use of blood, fake blood. I used animal bones, which I have both. They are real, so I bought them, found them on eBay.
Wow.
Yes. All these kind of things, of course, they are, elements that I have added. But the song is really authentic. And the most difficult part, I think, was to record the vocals, because I wasn't happy with the sound of my voice. Because I wanted to capture the low frequencies, and with the mic that I have, it's not really possible. So I think this was the most difficult part, because I am a perfectionist. So
yeah,
if I wanted to achieve that kind of sound, but at the end I made it. I think it took a month to record just the vocals.
Wow, you put a lot of work in.
Yes.
So we're nearly at the end of 2020. So I wanted to ask you what what plans have you got for the future? What other creative ideas and have you got?
I think I want to work on my songs and want to release like a full album, so my first album, and I want to have also vinyls. So I want to release this album on vinyls and CDs, probably also cassette.
Yeah.
Why not? And also I have an important collaboration.
All right.
With Michael Ciravolo, the guitarist of Beauty and Chaos.
Oh, wow.
And I will sing for him. I will sing one of the songs. So this is one of the things that I'm going to do. And I also have 2 concerts, which fingers crossed will happen. One is in Leeds, and another one is in London. So these are my plans. And also I want to do more videos.
Yeah. So big stuff coming up, which is brilliant. I can't wait to see what you do in 2021.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope I will do great things. Fingers crossed.
I'm sure you will.